November 28th, 20 degrees. Well, we're really south in South Carolina. Beaufort has really nice waterfront, anchored just on the other side of the bridge.
Bit of a wake-up call. Should have pretty much full solar. Essentially, we have useless solar panels and no way to charge our batteries. Things we learn while spending thousands of dollars.
We decided to stay in Beaufort. It's so neat to drive around all these little waterways, trying to find a way out of here. I'm not too sure what to think about Daufuskie Island. It's kind of creepy and really, really quiet. It's not fair, I don't see with my eye.
Time for a shower and exploring and visiting with friends that just showed up that we haven't seen in a while. So let's do it. It's a big one.
I guess it's a sign of luck. I just got shit on my head. And I just washed my hair for the first time in over a week. It's so not fair. Oh la la. That's so nice. November 28th. And it's like 20 degrees. Gorgeous. Oh, I love this. Well, we're really south in South Carolina. Almost in Georgia now. It's so nice. Beaufort has really nice waterfront and there's 3 dinghy docks, which is really nice because we're anchored just on the other side of the bridge. So we can just scoot over with the dinghy, explore this area, or go back to close to where our boat is and explore that area. Lots of places to check out.
I love how they make use of all the seashells and the clams and stuff in their concrete. All of their paving stones, even their retaining walls have tons of these little shells and little oysters and stuff like that. And they seem to be very plentiful in this area because where you would normally have a beach in other areas, you just have mounds of these shells. So it's really good to see that they're making good use of it as a filler for their concrete mixes and stuff, and making some beautiful, what I consider almost like artwork all over the city. It's pretty neat. So we've had a bit of a wake-up call, doing a bit of testing with our solar because, I mean, it's a beautiful sunny day. We should have pretty much full solar, or at least slightly degraded since our panels are a bit over a year old, yet we're getting like nothing. We're essentially getting like 3 amps put into our batteries, and that's with an MPP charge controller and 4 100-watt flexible solar panels. Also, from our research, it seems like the flexible solar panels have a lot of problems, you know, from cracking a cell and losing the voltage or losing your current, or just bad workmanship, as an example. One cell cracked from, you know, lightly bending it, And another one, I mean, from when we got it, the connection to the panel, it just seems like it was like wasn't put on well, so it kind of drifted. And I mean, I thought there was no problem because for the longest time we were getting full current out of our solar panels, well, at least for half a year or so. Then I did notice it degrade a little bit, but I thought maybe while we were later in the season, maybe not getting so much sun. But the sun is directly overhead, and we've tested all 4 solar panels connected separately, and we're getting, on one of them, we're getting 1.5 to 1.6 amps. It should be outputting closer to 5 amps. So obviously not very good. And the 3 others, we are getting less than an amp, anywhere from 0.4 amps to 0.6 amps. So basically no power, nothing worth talking about. So with all of them together, we're getting roughly 3 amps. I mean, it all depends. These ones behind me are getting a little bit more shade, so it's understandable they'd be getting a little less. But essentially it's telling me that maybe the manufacturer is not making very good panels, or just the flexible panels maybe are not the best way to go. Obviously people like them because they can be put on your Bimini or Dodger and they kind of conform to the shape. But as you may or may not have seen, a lot of people don't like them because they seem to get damaged or degrade very quickly. Our solar panels supposedly had a 1-year warranty. We're past that now. So essentially we have useless solar panels and no way to charge our batteries other than running our engine, which is a little bit frustrating because it was very expensive for our entire solar setup, and now we have nothing. So I just want to kind of warn you guys, not against SAW Technology, they're great over there, but I don't think their manufacturers have very good at least flexible solar panels. I can't speak to any of the other equipment. So far we do like their inverter and the MPP charge controller, but our solar panels are already garbage a little over a year in. So stay away from those solar panels. Maybe do your research on flexible versus non-flexible. I think I'm going towards the non-flexible from now on because this is just complete crap.
Well, when they say break another $1,000, what about break another $1,500 for 4 solar panels? And I was just chatting with the owner of SAW Technology, and he feels very bad for us and really helpful guy, but unfortunately because the manufacturer only has a 1-year warranty and our solar panels are 14 months old, he cannot do anything for us. And I was trying to get information as to which manufacturer made those solar panels so that we could help you avoid these. And he's not even allowed to give out the name of the supplier, because apparently these guys, they're in China and they produce the solar panels and then they sell them to different companies. They're not being sold online, but then every company has a different brand name for it.
So a pro tip, if you are deciding to get solar panel, rigid or flexible or whatever you want, just keep in mind the warranty, because they don't last as long as you expect them to. And don't just buy 4 when you want to buy 2 because you think, well, then you'll be set for longer, because it's not necessarily the case. And probably wait to buy your solar, unlike we did, before you actually need your solar. Don't buy it with the expectation that you're going to test it out for, so long to see how well your system works, because your system will work really well at the start and degrade slowly or very rapidly in our case over time. So for us, testing it at the dock for almost a year or a little less than a year was kind of useless, obviously, because we had dock power the entire time, but we wanted to make sure our system was good. And so yeah, buy your solar right before you're about to use it, not with the expectation to test it for a while. And if you are going to buy solar, there are solar companies out there that have 25-year warranties, but just do your research, because not all of them are going to be around in 25 years. And I mean, if a solar company only wants to give you a 1-year warranty, you might want to think twice, because it probably means that it's going to break within that period of time or right after the warranty. So anyways, things we learn while spending thousands of dollars for nothing.
We decided to stay on Beaufort for a couple more days because there's a bit of a wind coming in and Savannah apparently doesn't have that good holding, so we're exploring around by dinghy with our friends Scott and Toby. It's so neat to drive around all these little waterways at high tide, but at low tide it's mud. You couldn't even be here. There's like a 9-foot tide, so it's pretty incredible. But now it's just exciting. We're just trying to find a little path and trail where we can drive the dinghy. And we're currently trying to find a way out of here because we don't want to go all the way back over there. But we don't want to get stuck in here at low tide either, because we might have to spend a couple of hours on muck with alligators. Success! I see the way out!
Maybe.
Because I paid for it.
Yeah, potentially, if it's all on the same account.
Yeah.
So. Up, 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 up. The rain's coming. It's coming. And it's cold.
And we can hear thunder. Well, I'm really happy we got in the dinghy and made it home at the time that we did, because it's starting to rain quite a bit more. And I keep hearing the thunder, so we're nice and dry here. Woohoo!
Yeah, it's a pet.
Ladies and gentlemen.
I'm just gonna hold on to the rope.
You ever had fire ants?
Poor piece of avocado.
Every time I make avocado sandwiches, it's a mess. It just falls all over the place. They're slippery. It's so good.
Massive, awesome sandwiches. Yum.
That's good. That's good.
Good, good. You want a warm coffee? It's still so cold. I don't know why. We're in South Carolina, almost Georgia. It's still cold.
I'm not too sure what to think about Dafuski Island. It's kind of as if we were in a eerie, scary murder decapitation type of movie. There's just like abandoned buildings and playgrounds and golf carts. It's kind of creepy and really, really quiet. Good. Yeah. Crazy monkey.
That's a fun one. Lots of grip on that.
They're more afraid of us.
I know.
Can you believe we're in Georgia? Crossing the Savannah River.
Pretty tight drawbridge. Shallow water.
Pump out.
Never seen that happen.
Sailing at like 6.7 knots. We just entered Hell's Gates.
It's super pretty here.
We're just doing this all the way through Georgia. Fishing for crab.
Look at his legs, they're so blue. I want to get to Florida. Pretty much just trying to cover ground. Friends, north and wind, ran aground.
Caught the corner of the sandbar.
Tons of shipwrecks all along this section. Been seeing dolphins. Loving it! 50 miles today. Awesome. Crab potluck.
Gil, Fred, and Billy.
Oh God!
Crab potluck with our buddy boaters.